Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here, even though today is the last day of school. Alright, so our group will be presenting Building a Winning Team, a High Performance Culture Plan for Netflix. So this is the company that we choose, and as the change manager, we are going to propose a plan on how to enhance their already good current existing model. So let's get into it. So in the agenda, we'll go through all of this quickly and concisely. First of all, why culture matters in management, and then what is a high performance culture, a little bit of background on Netflix, what are the strengths and weaknesses, and then we will introduce the SPARKS framework, followed by a three-phase execution plan, expected outcomes, as well as conclusion, and we will end it with a Q&A. So let's begin. So first of all, why high performance culture matters in every organization. From our findings, we found three main reasons. The first one is employees' motivation. As we all know, when employees have the autonomy to do things, we will feel more motivated to work and to improve ourselves. The second one is management effectiveness. So when leaders show culture, vision, and everything, and support, everything will become effective in the management, the system, collaborations, everything. Which leads to the third and final outcome, which is organizational performance. It will lead to one of the most measured KPI, which is financial success. Now, what is a high performance culture? According to this definition, it's an integrated management system where values and practices drive superior outcomes. Outcomes here refers to results and performance. So the core characteristics are trust, accountability, innovation, and performance orientation. And there's another definition which is also by Fayol that we just learned this semester. The four functions of core management: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Now, a little bit background on Netflix. How many of you have Netflix? Raise your hand. Okay, good. Half of you. So did you know that Netflix was founded in 1997 by these two uncles called Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph? So they first started with DVD rental. Do you know what's DVD rental? Okay, good. We are in the same generation somehow. Because 1997, I'm sure most of you haven't bought it. So they started with DVD rental back then, and then in 1999 they changed the model to monthly subscription. It means that they let us pay a flat fee. We can rent as many DVDs as we can, as many movies as we can, and they will send those DVDs out via Amazon. And then in 2007 they pivot and changed to online streaming, the Netflix that we know today. And in 2013, they expand and produce their first series, House of Cards, which was a massive success. I haven't watched that. And then in 2021, they continue to expand into mobile games. So Netflix has come a long way, and they have become the global most streamed platform in the entertainment industry. So let's take a look at their company culture. Why are they so successful? Their core culture is, we are all a professional sports team, we are not a family, okay? They don't treat you as family, they see you as professional athletes, they expect you to give your highest performance. That's where the talent density comes. They only hire and keep the top performers. If you're not performing, there's another model for that. So they have these two models called freedom and responsibility, and also the keeper test. Let's look into that. First of all, what is freedom and responsibility model used by Netflix? It's called freedom because they give you the autonomy to do things. They give you context. It's called a context, not control. They give you a situation. They give you a scenario. You are expected to solve the problem. So that's why they say we hire you to tell us what to do, not the other way around. So you are expected to solve the company's problem, not the boss telling them what to do. So they also do this thing called radical candor. It means that you have to speak your your mind, be open, produce feedback, contribute. But at the same time, we also have this thing called sunshining mistakes. It means that whatever decisions that you make, you have to own it. Whatever mistakes that you have to make, you have to acknowledge it in front of everyone. So that is called sunshining mistakes and radical candor. Now the second model that they use in the high performance culture is the keeper test. So when an employee is not performing or the employee wants to leave for another company, for example Disney or HBO, the managers will ask this question: should I keep them? If yes, good, continue to develop and train them. If not, then it's time to let them go and give them a massive severance. So severance is like a compensation. So the goal is to always ensure that they have high density of talents and there's no office politics. Now, what are the strengths of these two models? Firstly, it drives innovation. So that's why Netflix are able to adapt with the ever-changing evolutions of technology and everything. Because they empower employees to take risks, and they continue to attract top talents, not just in the US, but in every country as well. Malaysia also has a Netflix company here, and of course to maintain talent density. It's always high performing. Now, what are the downsides of these models? Alright, so what are the weaknesses? It is not universally effective. It means that not every employee are wired to do work without structure. Some of them need direction. They need to be told what to do. And this high pressure, it also causes high pressure and burnout because it's constant high performance, high results and all that. And there's this psychological safety gap. It means that employees constantly feel stressed, feel anxious, they feel that they will get laid off because of not performing. So these are the downsides of these two high performance culture models. So what our group proposed is called the SPARKS framework. So SPARKS stands for this. I will go through very quickly each of them. S stands for strategic leadership. So it means that leaders provide a certain direction so that employees can follow the direction, ethics, and whatever psychological safety measures. Second one is P for performance clarity. It means clear goals, clear evaluations, criteria, whatever, career development pathways, everything is clear. A for accountability and autonomy. Autonomy, it means that we give you freedom, but also we make sure that you are responsible for your actions, for your mistakes, for everything. Respect and well-being. So apart from monitoring the KPIs, it also monitors the workload, address stress, and promote mutual respect among colleagues to prevent burnout. K, which is knowledge and continuous learning through mentorship, feedback, and cross-functional, cross-dimensional collaboration within the company. Last but not least, S for sustainable innovation. It means balance creativity with strategic direction, which is to ensure continuous, consistent performance in the company. And in this framework, we have already embedded the CARE values, C-A-R-E, which is compassion, accountability, respect, and empathy. Now how are we going to implement the SPARKS framework, which is a three-phase implementation roadmap. The first one, we have to diagnose what's the problem, followed by second phase, how to integrate these measures, and the third one, we look at long-term solutions. So the first one, diagnosis. So we have to identify what are the problems within the company, what are the pain points, the pressure points, and then we will give them a guide or a rule book so that they can follow what are the things to be expected, what are the behaviors to be expected. So this should take around 0 to 6 months. Now followed by structural integration, it means we slowly integrate all of these measures. For example, redesign bylaws. We have to know what are the things to talk about. We have to change the narratives on performances and all that. And for example, instead of just telling them what to do. This should take about 6 to 12 months. And then last but not least, which is a long-term measure, we don't only measure KPIs in terms of performances, results, but we measure them in well-being. Well-being, for example, engagement, turnover rate, and then we'll have an annual review of the SPARKS framework's effectiveness. This should take about 1 to 3 years. So our proposal of this framework should be able to address the weaknesses below, for example, stress and burnt out, without structure, misalignment, miscommunications, biases, lack of psychological safety, and all of this. So what are the expected outcomes from this? Once Netflix apply this framework, we hope that they will continue to attract and keep high performance talents, which will turn into lower turnover rate, which will save costs. And when there's lower turnover rate, it means employees produce better content. When you produce better content, it means there's more subscribers, and this will also promote a strong employee's reputation. So to conclude and to recap again, Netflix uses the two models to operate their high performance culture, which is freedom and responsibility, and the keeper test. While they have their strengths, but we also have to acknowledge their weaknesses as well. That's why we introduced the SPARKS framework to provide a strategic solution for this. Netflix can prove that company can be the best in the entertainment industry as well as employees' well-being. So final words, high performance is not a sprint, it is a long-term marathon fueled by a healthy culture. Thank you, that's all from us. Q&A.
Any questions from the people on the floor?
Yes, Faith.
How can a leader promote psychological safety in the workplace?
A leader promotes psychological safety by encouraging open communication, responding constructively to mistakes, modeling vulnerability, respecting contribution, including everyone, giving supportive feedback, and building trust.
Thank you.
Any other questions? If not, then I'll just give a comment. Very good. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. This is the standard that I expect. That you are learning, I understand. But for next time,